Hello, welcome to TFL Design. My name is Phoenix, and today I am not only starting off this video showing you my bare face in continuation of last video's segment where I kind of showed and talked about my moisturizing quote-unquote routine. It's not really a routine. In continuing with that saga, I'm going to talk about, aging and the way I look now versus back then, and I don't know, I guess like society's expectation of women's looks and my expectations and whether I'm confident with myself or not. Well, I guess you can kind of tell I'm semi-confident given I dare to put my face on the internet without makeup. I can't believe that is seen as brave nowadays because, it's almost as if people forgotten what normal women look like without makeup. I think it helps if you had, sisters growing up or, I don't know, you looked at your mom once in a while and noticed, what they look like before and after makeup. Of course, the question is, why do we bother with it in the first place? On a normal basis, I don't wear makeup, especially after the lockdowns and stuff like that. When I went back to work, I work from home. There's no need for me to put on makeup. And when I get on camera, I barely have the camera on. And when I do, I just don't have makeup on. I'm not even dressed correctly. I have a schlubby t-shirt, and if I'm feeling really nice towards the people that I have to speak with, I'll put on maybe a jacket that's not tattered, maybe. I've fallen that low, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm basically just putting on makeup for these videos. Isn't that crazy? But I think it's a good thing because I am losing that sense of creativity I have towards my face and self-care and stuff. Because if it wasn't for me caring about how my face looks or age or whatever, I wouldn't bother with protecting my skin, which is really bad, especially where I live in Canada. It's super cold, so my skin dries and doesn't heal as fast and all that terrible / horrible whatever things. So yeah, generally I don't put on makeup when I go outside for grocery runs or anything that I do, even when I visit family and stuff. I only put it on for maybe special occasions if I'm going to a party. I do put on makeup when I go see my friends. But as you'll see by the end of this video, I'm not very good with makeup. I don't know how to put on makeup well, even though I'm well into my mid-30s. So I don't really put a lot on. I have not, for the life of me, I cannot do a winged eyeliner. It just looks crooked and weird, and I've been told by people that have done makeup on me, I don't know, the last time it was during my wedding, which was 10 years ago, and whatever, they said that winged eyeliner doesn't look good on me, but I thought that looks good on everyone, so I'm confused. They assured me that the best look for me is just the quote natural look, and that I shouldn't do really heavy eye makeup. But for the purpose of funsies, I wanted to all my life, but don't know how. I've seen a few tutorials and I've tried it, and it just looks horrible and messy, and I'm ugh, forget it. I just can't. And it's really funny too, because I don't know if you can tell between this video and my last video. When I had the moisturizer and my routine and whatever being done at night, I was tired. I had just taken off my glasses. The shape of my eye and the way it protrudes, that only happens when I'm wearing glasses. It's like my eyeball is trying to get closer to the lens to, see the world better or something. It could be because I was supposed to increase my glasses. The level of prescription was supposed to be higher a long time ago, but I refused to let it go any higher because it's already thick as hell, and I just don't want 14 pounds of glass on my face so I could see. So I'm squinting when I take my glasses off, and my eyes are kind of protruded a bit. So it's kind of funny, you'll notice it, but I don't have that quote double eyelid look when I'm wearing my glasses and I take it off. But When I have contacts on and when my eyes have rested, meaning overnight when I just wake up and just look in the mirror, I have a very deep double eyelid thing. So it's kind of funny. So depending on that, my makeup changes, like the way it looks and the way it settles. I can't explain it. You'll have to see and compare. I mean, I could do before and after pictures, but I'm lazy. Just the point is, I have like fish protruding eyes when my glasses are on, and when my glasses are off and my eyes have rested completely and I have contacts on so I can see, my eyes don't protrude that way. Whereas when I don't have contacts on, I'm like squinting and just trying to see blobs in the world. But yeah, what was I going on about? Oh yes, getting old and makeup and stuff. Yeah, like I have no interest in doing any augmentation and plastic surgery and all that stuff, although I'm not like super against it. Do I have any concerns about myself and would I change things? I mean, there are things I would like to have, but it's not a must. And I also know for a fact that, no matter how minor, it will affect you during old age. All this technology has not been studied enough and done long enough to know the effects fully. All I know is that a lot of people that have done stuff to their face do not age gracefully thus far. Maybe the technology will change 40 years from now, who knows? But currently, even a lot of, I don't know, K-pop stars and, Western Hollywood celebrities that we follow, they just look weird as they age, and, your skin naturally sags from gravity and stuff. And all the stuff you put into your face just sags with it, but because it's unnatural and your body's rejecting it, it just puffs you up and makes you look even worse, rather than just aging gracefully. Lines and the dullness of your face and whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. The older I get, the less value I put into my looks, because I know for a fact I'm way past my prime. So I have to have other things going for me. Luckily, I did foresee this coming, and I had always joked about this in the past when I streamed and stuff, but I was like, you guys would still be interested and be here if, I had an acid accident. I knew one of the appealing aspects of myself was more of my personality and my mind and my overall nerdiness. That's how I found my partner. We kind of bonded over liking anime, liking graphics, and, the more emo, darker things in life, and, finding the same things funny. It helps to have things that we like and do together. So people can say, oh yeah, so you've already gotten a partner, so, you don't have to care about how you look anymore. I mean, I hope that's not the case. You hear a lot of people talk about it, where people just kind of get together, get married, and just give up or not care anymore. And I think that is a little sad. Self-care is important, and it should be for you. But let's be real. I mean, we do like words of affirmation. So if you're, looking for that, hey, you look pretty, by either your friends or your partner, it's not really just for you. It's for anybody with eyes. And those signs of affirmation are super important to someone's self-confidence and stuff. I'm not saying you need to be ripped and have a six-pack even when you're super busy raising a family and prioritizing other things. But for things like keeping a strong mental and having a sense of, I guess, still having a sense of discipline and order and structure outside the craziness, it's good to have that, I guess, a sense of responsibility to yourself too, not just for the people you love around you. I mean, you will prioritize your kids first when you have them, but I don't have them, so should I be prioritizing my partner first? He does not want me to change his looks, and he is proud of being a slob. I can't change that. I married into that. I knew what I was getting into. Actually, when we dated, he actually cared a bit more. I actually changed his life. He used to only wear cargo pants, and then I changed it so that he could wear jeans, and he stopped wearing cargo pants completely and only wears like one type of material at a time. He like won't switch between cargo pants and jeans. It's really weird. Autism. But that's besides the case. I didn't care for the way he looked and stuff. It was definitely personality. The way someone acts can make them look cuter than they really are. So yeah, I still put on makeup for fun, so that, you know, the products that I bought years ago and haven't tossed out yet, they've probably expired. It goes on my face. It's probably not good for my skin. Who knows? I'll find out. When I break out again, you'll probably see it. I mean, in this video, you might have noticed my skin is not perfectly, like, picturesque. That's a lie all the time. I'm just showing you what it looks like without Photoshop, without any filters and edits or anything. This is what real humans look like, and we try to cover up our imperfections and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, I have rather healthy skin, I guess. As I said in my previous videos, people have commented about, you know, me looking younger than I look, even though I think they're just blind or don't know how Asians age. I think Asians can tell when other Asians are, you know, a certain age, because there are other factors, and we note the differences from within our family a lot easier. But in general, I think just sleeping well, drinking water, two things I don't do well, helps with your skin, and I guess staying out of the sun, which I do naturally from being an introvert and not liking people and never going outside unless I'm forced to. That's a plus, I guess. And I guess lastly is, you know, genetic lottery, which if you're Asian, you're stuck with like a baby face until you turn 50, and then you instantly become a raisin overnight. You just wake up a raisin and like 3 feet shorter. It just happens to you. So yeah, I guess we'll see what I look like then, right? But in the meantime, like, you see me color my hair every once in a while, quite often. You see that I still like to dress the way I dress and stuff. It is a way of expressing myself. I think it's fun, and, you know, I'm allowed to have fun once in a while, right? So, you know, makeup is just an extension of that. And for those who are like, oh yeah, but like natural is great, you're going too far and stuff. If your look is the natural look, that's great for you. And so whatever works for you is whatever works for you, I guess. For me personally, I don't ever feel the need to improve what I have currently. I don't know, it might change years from now. I might just, you know, turn 55 and be like, you know what, I do want to look like I'm 30 again. But it's never going to happen. But, you know, a lot of the procedures nowadays just kind of makes you look different. It makes you look different, but I don't know if it makes you look younger. That's for sure. Yeah, the obsession with that is kind of dangerous, especially for younger people. My suggestion to those younger people that are like, I have to look a certain way to achieve certain things, while it does help, I'm not going to pretend that, you know, looking a certain way doesn't get what you want faster and better and whatnot. However, it doesn't get you all the way, right? Like, working hard is still a thing. There are other alternatives to being successful and stuff like that. So you have to find your thing, your niche. And whether it's, you know, being funny, playing an instrument. I don't know why, but every band member, like, a person is instantly more attractive when they play an instrument for some reason. It's being skillful at something. Same for if they're like an athlete. They are like instantly more attractive, not only because they're fit and whatnot, but the sense of, you know, winning makes them sought after. And of course, you're going to say, oh, yeah, but not everybody can be good at everything or the best at something. I would say I aimed for mediocrity all my life because I was lazy. I didn't want to be constantly disappointed. So I would tell myself, I'm only going to aim for like a 6 instead of a 10. That way, if I get an 8, it'll be like, oh my God, what a surprise. I never saw this coming. And then, always undercutting myself that way. But I don't think that's like a very healthy way of thinking for everything. But I'd have to say there's definitely more to life than how we look. I think as we age, we realize this because as we all age, we start to lose our youth and stuff. And so we prioritize other things, our careers, the people we have around us, and everything else like that. But yeah, this is how my face looks when it's in more natural sunlight. The lighting in my room that I was doing my makeup in is horrible, but I like watching stuff when I have to do long makeup because just staring at my face and not doing anything is really boring. It's not much to look at. So, you might have noticed I didn't bother using any lip product. I mean, while I'm in Japan, I'll be wearing a mask the entire time, so I've just stopped using lip products other than lip balm. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this babbling with, my face rolling in the background. Tune in next time for, whatever. Feel free to follow, ask questions. If you want to know the products I'm using, I'll just answer whatever question you ask there. I'm not going to bother listing it. I'm too lazy, like I said. Mediocre. I am mediocre in every way, and that's just the way I like it. Bye-bye.